So, dear friends, should we start? Today we are happy to greet you at the virtual platform of the Russian House Brussels Europe and at our project Russian Education Explained. And for the welcome speech, I'm glad to give the floor to the director of the Russian House Brussels Europe, Madam Vera Bunina, please.
Thank you, Lukiana. I'll say just a few words that we are very happy to welcome today one of the most interesting and most well-known universities in Russia, MGIMO University, working under the patronage of the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I have been working in MGIMO for several years as a professor. And I'm very happy to introduce to the public of and future students of Western Europe its possibilities and programs. We would like to inform our Belgian and European partners about the possibilities that MGIMO University has for foreign students and double diplomas, etc. All the different options and possibilities that MGIMO has. Thank you so much for being with us today. And I'm absolutely sure that the presentation of this university, alma mater for my colleague Lukiana Suvorova, who is graduated from MGIMO, and almost alma mater for me, because I was not graduated, but I worked in this wonderful university, really. I appreciated very much my work there. So that it will be interesting for our future students and maybe academical partners, professors from Belgian universities as well. So thank you so much and good luck for today's event.
Thank you so much, Madam Vera Bunina, for your introduction and for your welcome. And we should start. And so I give the floor to Anastasia Makarenko, who is the head of international programs of European Studies Institute at MGIMO University. Please.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you for these welcome speeches. Thank you for these warm words about my alma mater too, MGIMO. So actually, I will not speak for the whole MGIMO programs today, but I will present one of the programs which I am responsible of, and this is the European Studies Institute and its master programs. So I will share with you my screen, if possible, with the presentation. 2006, and it was a joint project of the Russian Federation and the European Union. So it commenced its activities, and what was special was that actually it was created on a parity basis from the financial point of view between the Russian Federation budget and the generally means that in frame of all other master's programs, students have to study same things during the whole semester, which is like 4 months. But at our program, at the ESI, they do not have to do that. They have to have lectures, to have courses on one topic during 1 or 2 weeks, and they pass their exam in writing or orally, which is, to my mind, quite convenient. We also have quite a lot of professors and different experts for lecturing from international organizations, from the EU and EAU for sure, and from the United Nations. And for sure, the experts are also related to the field of our grant agreements. So as we have today the grant which is related to the topic of anti-corruption, for example, we invite experts from the relevant office of the United Nations. We also invite our professors and our students to take part in international scientific conferences and expert meetings. There are a lot of events that are made exactly for youth, for students. Like, for example, for the last 3 years, we organized quite an interesting conference, which is called the EAEU Forum. I think that it's quite interesting because we do not have official contacts between the European Union and the Eurasian Economic Union, but this conference allows us to invite official representatives from the EU delegation, from the Eurasian Economic Commission, and to have quite a proliferant discussion between them and our students and our teachers and professors. We also have short-term courses, not only for our students, but also for all those who would like to join. These short-term courses are on the perspectives of the EU-Russia cooperation, European integration, European law, and human rights and anti-corruption initiatives. Some of the courses are organized in cooperation with the Council of Europe, and these are generally the courses related to human rights protection and anti-corruption. Thus, for example, just in the beginning of May this year, we successfully organized one of these short-term courses in offline format, which was quite hard, taking into consideration that the COVID is still here, unfortunately. But we had around 400 participants from all around the world, from different ministries, from different universities, and I think that was quite a success. Also we have our own association of the European Studies Institute alumni. We are the only one faculty who has our own association of alumni, and I think that Luciana can confirm my words that this is one of the best, I guess, in our university, because the connection between the students stays for quite a long time, and we are always in contact between each other. I think that I will probably stop here and here is just the slide with our contacts. Our faculty is situated in the main building of MGIMO University, which is situated in the center of Moscow. If there are any questions, I'm always ready to respond, but the necessary information as for the application process and the general information you can for sure find on our official websites, which are eurocollege.ru or on the official page of the ESI on GIMO website. So this is it. Thank you. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I'm always ready.
Thank you so much, Anastasia, for your brilliant presentation. Indeed, I can confirm that it's one of the best programs, I think, in the field of European studies. And in general, the faculty is very warm with the students and very active in its life. And I just would like to ask some questions. How it came that such a university was established? Why was it like that? If you could tell a bit.
Yeah, well, thank you for this question. Well, I guess that when it was created in 2005, 2006, it was quite a proliferant period for the relationship between Russia and the European Union. And it was a joint initiative of the Russian MFA and of the European Commission. So as I said, the main goal was to equip persons who work in Russia with European Union in cooperation with the European Union with this knowledge of how actually the European Union functions. And I think that the European Union is just a great example of how several countries can coexist together. So for sure, for today, we understand that the relations between the EU and Russia are quite difficult due to some political issues, for sure. But to my mind, what is still important is that with the elaboration and creation of the Eurasian Economic Union, once again, the European Union is still the main example of how we can develop this Eurasian integration and how we can just see this example and how we can have the main practices probably that already exist within the European Union, how we can apply them to our Eurasian Economic Union.
Yeah, thank you so much for the answer. And following the question, there is another one. Once when the institute, established, one of the partner was the College of Europe. And recently we also had an event where we invited experts from the College of Europe. And many experts, they underline the importance of educational dialogue between universities. So are there some contacts or maybe some short programs or seminars with the college, and maybe are there some plans maybe for some future programs?
Yeah, well, the College of Europe for quite a long period of time was our main partner, and we had quite a lot of short-term courses organized in its campus in Bruges. Me, myself, I took part in it, and it was absolutely brilliant, I must say. And what is most important is that it was not only the studies, the courses which were organized there, but what was the most important, I guess, was that our students could visit the European institutions, so just to see themselves how it works, how it functions. Unfortunately, the cooperation stopped a bit since 2014. But yeah, we still have plans to somehow reorganize it with help of this grant system, because we still can have this cooperation within Jean Monnet projects, for example. As for today, these are just plans because we already have one grant agreement, a big grant agreement, which will last till 2023. But after that, I guess we shall return to this question, and I'm sure that we could organize something together, probably in an online format, which is now very useful for such short-term courses.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, we will also see if we can maybe organize something together on the platform of the Russian House. You also mentioned very interesting development of the program to study Eurasian integration, and to compare or maybe to develop the knowledge in these two integrations. So could you tell a bit more how it works, and if maybe some examples were implemented in some integrations, and as I understood, also the representatives of the Eurasian Commission, they take participation in lectures, and also maybe some of them study. So if you could just give a bit more information about it.
Yeah, for sure. That I think that before 2015, the program was concentrated on the European Union. So it was EU law, EU politics, EU economics. But after 2015, we realized that we don't have much knowledge about the Eurasian integration, but actually Russia is a big part of this integration. So we have to deliver some courses for our students on this topic. And what was important is that we didn't have a lot of professors who actually could give these lectures because they were not specialists in this field. So for the first time, we decided to invite those who work in frames of the Eurasian Economic Commission, and they delivered lectures here not only for the students, but also for our teachers, for our professors, so that they could follow this path. And now within our Department of European Law, we have at least 3 professors who are PhD and who deliver their courses on the Eurasian Economic Union. This can be the Eurasian law, because for today we already have quite a lot of legislation in frames of this integration group. And we still invite professionals from the Eurasian Commission. We also organize once or twice a year a short-term course with collaboration with the Eurasian Economic Commission. Our students could visit the premises of the Eurasian Economic Commission and hear the opinion of professionals who work there. And as I said, the event that is to me one of the most important in this field is this forum, which is dedicated to the EU-EAEU cooperation, because to my mind, it's quite a unique project. So we do it in collaboration with the MGIMO Economic Club, which is students' organizations, but quite a big one. And I think that there are no equivalents to this event, at least in Russia, because the topic is quite hard. And as I said, no official contacts still exist, but the academic contacts still are in force, and here the MGIMO and the ESI is an interesting platform for this cooperation, because for this year, for example, even in online format, so we had 100 participants from countries of the EU and the EAEU, and it was just something very interesting, because they could elaborate on how and in what fields the EU and the EAEU could cooperate, even if there are some political issues, even if the cooperation for now it's quite hard, but still they talked about, for example, how we could cooperate during this pandemic time, how we could cooperate in fields of trade, in fields of education, healthcare, and something like that. So I think that we will definitely continue this project, and yeah, for sure, the Eurasian integration became already one of the main activities of the courses which we have here at the ESI.
Yes, thank you very much for such a wide answer. And other students from Eurasian Council countries studying?
Yeah, well, actually, every year we do have students from the Eurasian countries, so they are very welcome here at the ESI, because these are those people who would like to work in frames of the Eurasian Economic Union. So for them, it's the main program in Russia for today, where they can gain this knowledge of how it functions and what it is actually. And we have as well students from the EU countries, not so many probably, but still almost every year we do have them. There is just one thing which can be a bit hard for them. They have to speak Russian quite well, but still we do have students from the EU too.
Thank you very much. And now focusing more on the program of the institute. So you mentioned that there are 2 years program. And if to compare with some other programs in Europe, for instance, they're only 1 year master program. So why it is like that? And if you could also mention maybe some specific topic that students are going to study.
Yeah, well, the answer to this question, I think, is just that in Russia, generally, all master's program are in terms of 2 years. So this is not an exception for us. Actually, the program lasts for 1.5 year because the least couple of months exists just for students to complete their master thesis. I think that actually this is more an advantage than disadvantage, because we generally have 2 times a week courses in foreign languages, which is quite important. And as for the topics, for sure they are quite different if we speak about these 3 different programs. I mean, EU law, EU and economics, and EU politics. But our program is made in a way that the first semester, so the first 4 months that students have studies, they have classes together. And these are classes which are dedicated to the general topics like the processes of European integration, Eurasian integration, the European Union law. I mean, not only the future lawyers have to know the EU law, but also economists and politicians. And then within the second and third semester, they mostly concentrate on different fields of studies. So if we speak about lawyers, that might be different fields of law, like, for example, international and European and Eurasian trade law, or human rights protection, as is the same for the EU politics, for example. So they can have more studies on some political issues within the EU and the EAU. There are several topics which are mostly theoretic, but actually we try to give them more practical knowledge. That is why we try also to invite more professionals in different fields who work with the European Union. We invite people who work in the EU delegation to deliver some lectures. The process is that the first semester is for them all together, and then they concentrate on these 3 different fields of studies.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. I also see that the 2 years is a great advantage, actually, for the deeper studies. And you've mentioned that students, they participate in different conferences, seminars. Recently, you had a meeting with the ambassador of Russia to the EU. That is also a great privilege, I would say, for the students to participate. But are there some other internships or some practical exercises or something where they can also try their skills and knowledge?
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking about internships, these are programs which can be offered by our university in a whole. I mean, the MGIMO University. There are no exceptions for the students of our program, the European Studies Institute, which means that there are internships for half a year. There are internships for 1 year, which is also convenient, taking into consideration that our program is for 2 years, which means that, for example, if it is a good student, and how to understand whether it's a good student, we have this rating system, which means that we have notes of 100% for every topic that they have during their studies. So the students with higher rating, they have this possibility to make an internship in our partner universities. And these are not only the partner universities of the European Studies Institute, but also of MGIMO University. And believe me that there are just a lot of different possibilities. So for example, if it's a student who is interested in, I don't know, the EU-Japan relations, he or she can join an internship in Japan, in our Japanese partner universities. This is possible. And as I said, in terms of 2-year master's program, it's useful because you can spend 1 year in a partner universities abroad, and then you can still follow your studies here. So you can pass all the exams that you missed during this internship and still can gain the diploma here in Moscow.
Yeah, it's very great. Thank you very much for your answer. And I also know that some students, they had an internship in a headquarter of Rossотрудничества, for instance, or in some other departments of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is also quite great opportunity. And also following the program, what is a student's life? How you mentioned that there is an alumni community, but how do you create such an environment? And do you have some maybe specific activities for students while they are studying?
I think this is the same as with internships. So in France of MGIMO University, we have a lot of different activities for our students. These are not only scientific activities like conferences, roundtables. And the thing is that in France of MGIMO, you can join every conference that is organized here in our premises. So you're not obliged to be part of one or another faculty to be part of a conference. So you can just come, you can listen, or if you want, you can take part, just write to the one responsible and so deliver during this conference. As for non-scientific events, well, the same. We have a lot of them. I don't know, like every year we have some winter and summer schools which are organized for our students. Within these schools, winter, summer school, they visit different Russian cities. These are schools for 1 or 2 weeks, for example. They go to I don't know, if we speak about summer school, it's mostly about Sochi. So they go to Sochi. We have there our partner university, which is the Russian Olympic University. They spend there a week. They have some classes there on different topics, like, for example, just after the Sochi Olympic Games, they had a week dedicated to sports management, which was a new topic and very interesting one. And for sure, during this week, they can go to the beach, they can have different activities. So I think that this is the environment that we try to create within our university. And for sure, for the European Studies Institute, I think that the success is that we have here quite a good team of those who are responsible for these programs. This is a very youth team, and what is also important for us is that the students who after their studies would like to join our team, they are always welcome. And for today, we have a team which consists of all those who are alumni of the European Studies Institute. So these are those who are very much interested in the success of this program. And I think this is actually our success, our big success.
Yes, thank you very much for the answer. And could you please maybe give some examples of some students who had a great career? Because sometimes we can see in social media that there are even deputy ministers or who are also alumni from the institute.
Well, yeah, for sure. If we speak about the European Studies Institute, for example, we have Deputy Minister of Healthcare of the Russian Federation, who is an alumni of our faculty, Alex Salagai. I think that what we appreciate very much is that when we organize some activities like conferences, shorter courses, he is always ready to join us, which is for sure very pleasant to us. We have those who work for sure in the EU, in the Eurasian Economic Union. We have people who work, for example, in the administration of the president of the Russian Federation, and these are also our alumni. If we speak about MGIMO in whole, I think that everyone knows our community because we have, for now, I'm not sure, but I think that we have two presidents of countries who are alumni of the university. These are president of Azerbaijan and these are president of Kazakhstan. And this is great that, for example, every year we have a forum of MGIMO alumni, which can be organized in different countries. Like, for example, the first one was organized in Baku in Azerbaijan, then in Astana in Kazakhstan. So these are the activities which allow us to always feel ourselves inside this MGIMO community. And I think that this is just a great part of the main goals of our university in a whole, and our association of the MGIMO alumni who for today make a lot of efforts to really to have this big community of students, of professors and alumni.
And thank you very much. And where is going to be this year, the alumni?
Not sure, actually. Unfortunately, last year, due to COVID pandemic, we didn't have this event. And this is almost the same as regards this year. We are still very much concerned about the situation with the pandemic. So I'm not sure for today, but we hope that we will be able to have such an event soon.
Yes, that would be great. Actually, here in Belgium, there is also alumni association in general, the MGIMO University. And also last year, due to pandemic reasons, there was no meeting, but we hope so. And also addressing to our international audience that is watching our presentation. So if a young person from Europe, maybe compatriot of Russia, maybe not, would like to apply for this program, he has to make an application online, send all the documents, but then after, does he have a place to live, dormitory or not, or what are his plans if he is confirmed to study in MGIMO University?
Yeah, well, for sure, if after the application process we can see that this is our student, the MGIMO University offers to all our students the dormitories. We have now four premises in which students can live, and there will be a fifth one. So we hope that in September this year we will be able to open it, because the construction was a bit stopped last year for the same reasons. But still, it's almost ready. It's quite a big building, and on the first floor of it, so there will be a recreation zone for the students and for the teachers. So I think that that will be just great to see something new within our premises. So yeah, for sure, we offer such possibilities to our students and of the students of the European Studies Institute too.
But all the students who apply, they have to know Russian language.
Yes, well, just because the big parts and the biggest part of the courses are delivered in Russian. So just to understand what the lecturers tells you, yes, you are obliged to know Russian language.
Yeah, but it, actually also here many people they speak Russian and they study at the school, language school of Russian House. Once I met a person in the parliament in research center of the European Parliament who actually studied with this program. He could speak Russian, and but he was the representative of European countries. So yes, there are many interesting examples. And actually, I think there were all the questions that we wanted to ask that were also from our students. And so thank you very much for this presentation. I don't know if you would like also maybe to add something more about studies, about the program. But I think the presentation was quite...
yeah, I mean, that's, well, for me, generally, the main goal is not to give everything I can, because I can give a lot of information, but to be quite brief, but still to deliver it. I mean, the main what I can, but still you have my contacts, and I'm always ready to contact with all those who would like to join our master's program, or just to speak about our university in a whole. And probably we have quite a lot of different master's programs. We have master's programs which are mostly dedicated to international students, I mean, from abroad. So yeah, I'm always ready to communicate.
Mm-hmm. Actually, sorry, there is one more question that is addressed. If you could tell about Council of Europe also, if there is some connection, studies of this organization, because we used to speak about European integration and European Union, but there is also a big organization, Council of Europe, which we are members. If you could just maybe briefly mention a bit.
Yeah, well, actually, I think I mentioned it probably. Well, with the Council of Europe, every year we have short-term courses. The main topic generally is the human rights protection in Europe and in Russia, main practices, main experiences. And we also had several courses on anti-corruption with them. Sometimes we also have partnership agreements with the Strasbourg University, and with them we can also organize short internships. That's quite interesting, because during these internships, students can not only have classes in Strasbourg University, but also visit the Council of Europe premises and the European Court of Human Rights. And we have today, for example, our alumni who work in the European Court of Human Rights. So this is just very, very much interesting. Yeah, we have several courses which are organized in cooperation with the Council of Europe. For example, we jointly worked on a course which is called HELP. HELP course, there are several topics which are included in it, and it's not open for everyone, but still, for example, if you are a student of our master's program, or if you are a student of our short-term courses, which are organized with the Council of Europe, you can join this course. You can, and then you can, after passing the exam, you can receive a certificate that you obtained knowledge in the field of human rights, or this might be something more concrete, like, for example, rights of sportsmen or human rights in the field of artificial intellect or something like that. So there are several of them you can choose and have something to add to general courses that we already have in frames of the program. So this is not an obligation, but still mostly our students prefer to join these health courses too.
Very interesting. Thank you so much. And there is another question, right? If you could mention if there is a postdoctorate program also in the institute or
yes, well, there is one. Unfortunately, we do have it now just in frames of EU politics because our main department is Department of European and Eurasian integration, and it works in frames of our international relations and politics chair and department. So yeah, we have this PhD possibility, but unfortunately only for those who would like to have it in the field of international relations and politics.
Mm-hmm. But should it be written in Russian or also?
Yes, it should be written in Russian, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so but also could be good opportunity. So thank you very much for your time and for your presentation. I'm sure that our students are very excited about such an opportunity that is in Russia. I can fully confirm that this is a great program, and especially very great people work.
Thank you.
For this program. So many greetings for the director, Tamara Shashikina, that is always very welcomed in the Russian House, Brussels, Europe. And thank you so much for your time and for your presentation.
Thank you very much. It was just a great pleasure to see you and to talk to you. And I hope that there was something interesting for probably our future students. So thank you once again. And as I said, we are always ready and always very much pleasant to cooperate with the Russian House in Brussels.
Yeah, thank you so much. And for our audience, if you have any questions, you can write us, and we will also contact the institute and we'll provide you with the answers. And looking forward to the new campaign and new students. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.